Hi there, Internet. My name's Court, and you've got courtside seats for my review of A Wrinkle in Time. Let's do it. A Wrinkle in Time is a sci-fi fantasy film from director Ava DuVernay, Disney, and is based on the novel of the same name by Madeleine L'Engle. The film stars Storm Reid, Oprah Winfrey, Reese Witherspoon, Mindy Kaling, Chris Pine, Gugu Mbatha-Raw, Zack Galifianakis, Michael Pena, Levi Miller, Deric McCabe, and David Oleyowo. After the disappearance of her scientist father, three peculiar beings send Meg, her brother, and her friend to space in order to find him. Okay, first things first. I read this book when I was a little kid. I have no recollection of the book, but I know that I read it. So, I bought the book, figured I would read it before I went and saw this movie. Got about halfway, ran out of time. I'm a very slow reader. So, I'm kind of going into this with half of the knowledge that I need, but bear with me, here we are. I will say off the top, I was expecting this movie to be terrible because most of the reviews I'm seeing really didn't like it. I didn't love it, but it was better than I expected it to be. There's some really good stuff in this movie, but the movie is not without its problems, so let's break it down. The acting in this movie overall is really solid. Now, I will say in reading half of the book, I really didn't like Meg's character at the beginning of the book. She's really bratty, she's very self-involved. I didn't like her, but then I came to start really liking her as I got further into the book. Exactly the same with Storm Reid's performance. I really didn't like her at the beginning of the movie. By the end of it, I loved her, and I gotta say, this kid came to play. This kid is going places. She also has excellent chemistry with Chris Pine, who I'm really coming to like more and more everything I see him in. I always liked him, but dude is talented. And they have a scene together. Real tears. Man tears. Gugu Mbatha-Raw, I've only seen her in 3 or 4 things now, and she impresses me every time. The only problem here is she doesn't have a whole lot to do. She doesn't have a whole lot of screen time. Oprah Winfrey, Reese Witherspoon, Mindy Kaling, even Zack Galifianakis, they're all good, and they're all doing their best with the material that they're given, but again, they don't have a whole lot to do, and they are all kind of wasted in this flick. Deric McCabe plays Charles Wallace, who in this film is the adopted brother, but he's this very young, very precocious kid who speaks like an adult. Really works in the book. It doesn't work in the film at all. Then again, I gotta say, the kid is 9, so I can't really hate on him, right? He's 9. He tried. Good for him. The visuals, I also have to say, this movie is beautiful to look at. It's really colorful, it's visually stunning, most of the CG looks great, however, there is one visual effect that does not work very well. It's really dodgy. The score in this movie is awesome. Now, no surprises there, it's Ramin Djawadi, who of course did Game of Thrones, he did Westworld. The score is fantastic. The soundtrack, however, didn't work for me at all, which is weird. This is a contemporary movie. It's not like it's an anachronism where you have Rick Ross in a movie that takes place in the 19th century. It's not that, but somehow it still just took me out every single time. It doesn't work. And really, why not just get more score from Ramin Djawadi? You've got the guy already. The biggest problem with this movie is hands down the writing. The dialogue is really hokey at times. There's also a scene with Oprah who is like, you know, the sage, the wise one. She's giving wisdom to Meg, and she goes all Yoda Winfrey on us. It's not the exact dialogue, but it's basically fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering. They changed the words around a little bit, but geez, come on now. Now maybe that's in a part of the book that I haven't gotten to in the books from '62, which is before Star Wars, which is fine. But Star Wars is relatively popular film. Disney should know they own it. Maybe change the lines. Just saying. The film also has a lot of themes going for it. Themes of love and family, themes of bullying, being true to yourself, believing in yourself, or the idea that everybody, no matter how pretty, how cool they seem, everybody's got their thing. They have a problem with whatever it is, self-confidence or what have you. But all of these themes are explored. Explored would suggest they went into them way more in depth than they did. All of these themes are hinted at, like catching the scent of barbecue on an autumnal breeze. They're so incredibly surface. They're about as deep as those inspirational posters you see on Facebook, you know, where it says like, believe in yourself, and there's a picture of a mountain and a lake. Because of course, what says believe in yourself like a mountain and a lake? I will also say the antagonist, it, is like a really weak villain. It's not intimidating at all. We've seen it before. It's kind of like the Nothing from the Neverending Story mixed with Galactus, the evil cloud from Rise of the Silver Surfer. All in all, this film has great performances, beautiful visuals. There's some genuine wonder in the film and some genuine emotions. Like I said, man tears. But I think the film is just really bogged down by a pretty terrible script. Now, I don't have a proprietary rating system as of yet, so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to give A Wrinkle in Time. And I think I'm going to give A Wrinkle in Time a... You get a call! You get a call! out of 10. So now I want to know, have you seen A Wrinkle in Time? What did you think about it? What's your favorite sort of young adult novel from when you were a kid? Have they turned it into a movie? What did you think about the movie? Whatever your thoughts, hit the comments below. Let's discuss. If you enjoyed this review, please smash that like button and give it a share if you really enjoyed it. And hey, why not take a second, do me a favor, subscribe to this channel for more movie reviews, entertainment news, trailer reactions, all that good stuff. You can do so by clicking the Courtshake logo at the bottom right of your screen. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.